Yeah. Yeah. Peace. See something there? See all this? See all this shedding skin? See that? All that skin getting ready to peel off and leave me. See that? All that time doing the work in the sun. Been in the sun for many days now. Doing head washings, consecrations, readings, counseling, more readings, offerings. So, when you're doing the work, man, what happens is that from working with so many people for so much, you start to collect different energies on you, and you have to be really careful. You have to be really careful about it because if you don't mitigate, if you don't navigate the rituals properly, sometimes people's stuff can become your stuff. Their issues can become your issues. Their karma can become your karma if you don't know how to function properly through it. Excuse me for the drowsiness, man. I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it. So this is actually the first time I've actually sat down in a couple of days. Yeah, so I was looking at these skin holes that are coming off, from all the skin. Look at all that. See all that? All right, look at that. All that skin is getting ready to come off. About to have a disguise. It's about to be a whole nother complexion. But makes me think about how the snakes shed its skin. I think about the Odu, Ikameji. And Ikameji is such a powerful Odu because it reminds us about our talent and our ability to pull things to us, to pull power to us, to invite energy to us, and to organize it, if you will. But that serpent aspect also deals with your ability to filter that energy once it comes to you. What happens is that when a serpent sheds its skin, not only is it representative of, immortality and renewal and regeneration, all the things that we already probably know about, or at least can easily find. But, one of the important things about a serpent shedding its skin is that it represents, not even represents, it literally, it's that snake or that serpent taking parasites off of it. So the parasites are stuck to the outer layer, and then when it sheds that outer layer, what happens is that, it has a new coat of skin, which doesn't have those particular parasites on it. Now it can continue to travel through the jungle or wherever it's going. Sometimes we go through experiences in life that are similar. We have to reinvent ourselves, or the universe will reinvent us, and I think if any of you checked out the segment that I did, not even the segment, but the little video I did yesterday with my student, he's an Osiris Life coaching, one of my coaching members, and he's also our new student and member, John Santana. JRS Inspires is his social media handle. JRS Inspires. But we spoke about some situations that he was going through that were now kind of forcing him or moving him into a certain direction that he's already specified that he wanted to be in. So sometimes, the universe will kind of start to remove things from you. You lose a job, you'll lose a house, you'll lose your vehicle, you'll lose friends, family, maybe even an elderly parent or relative that you're taking care of. And sometimes that parent, in some ways, stands in the way of doing what it is that you want to do, right? I'm gonna get up and move a little bit. So what happens in that instance, right? What happens in that instance is that it's almost like a form of it's almost like a form of universal or spiritual protection, if you will, because what happens is that the universe will start to strip things from you. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, it was some funny looking, kind of odd looking individuals out earlier. I just wanted to make sure my whip was where I left it and not somewhere speeding across town. But anyway, so yeah, the universe will strip you of things that don't speak to and don't add value to where it is you say you want to be, right? Or what it is that you're doing, or things that may in some way hinder that path or weaken you, like a parasite, right? Sometimes we want to go to another stage in life, but we got so many parasites in our life and so many people who are vampirically draining us and taking from us that, you know, we don't realize that we'll never get to where we're going until we properly and responsibly address it. And sometimes we drag our heels. So what happens is the creator addresses it for us, right? I always celebrate those moments. I think it's great when the creator can do maybe what I didn't have the guts to do, you know, where it can do it for me. So I was just kind of looking at the skin, you know, peeling off, and I was thinking about that and thinking about that Odu Ikameji. And sometimes what's necessary to draw power, you know, and you have to remove the parasites. So just as a snake sheds its skin to remove parasites, you know, sometimes things are going to happen where your outer covering or your outer representation or your aura is going to be forcibly cleansed and forcibly renewed by the universe in order to remove the bloodsuckers off of you. Sometimes that happens even when you're being attacked. You know, in situations where people are coming at you, you know, and it could be a court case, anything where people are trying to do things to, you know, harm and affect your liberty. And what happens is that, you know, you become something else. So let's say if you catch charges in 2015 and you begin to grow and you begin to learn and become who it is that you're supposed to be, right? What happens is the universe will then, well, when you do the work properly and you grow and you evolve through the transformation of your mind, which then transforms your destiny, transforms your whole aura and energy, what begins to happen after that is the target that they're aiming at for whatever the charges are or the attack is or whatever it is or whatever vampire is sucking, the target is now moved. You see, the target moves. So once the target moves and switches up, you know, you've pretty much ghosted. So it's pretty much like at that point, you could look at it like they're just attacking skin. They're attacking an old shell. They're attacking a ghost, you know, in a space that you're no longer even occupying. And that's a part of your growth. That's a part of the growth that you always want to have when you're in any type of situation when you're being attacked. That's the best thing you could do is grow. You know, easy way to do that, study a new religion. Tell everybody, you want an easy way to transform your mind and start to become a different person? Pick up it could be the Book of Mormons. Pick up any religious book and just start reading it. Start transmuting your consciousness into someone else's perspective and watch what's going to happen. So as I'm looking at all this stuff peeling off, you know, for me being out in Orun for so long and receiving all of the messages from the Egun, because that's how it was always taught to us. The deeper the sunburn, the deeper the message. You know, so you receive certain messages from the spirit world at night through the reflection of the moon and all of the elements that make up the night. And then there's other messages that you receive during the day through the angulation of the sun and your ability to absorb and saturate yourself with that particular energy, right? But, you know, in any event, like I said, sometimes you're going to shed skin, not just for immortality and for renewal and for regeneration, you're going to shed skin because you got parasites on you. And there's an auto mechanism of your auric field and of your spirit to say, okay, shed that, let them feed off that old skin, and you function with that renewed person, that renewed body. All right. So, I just pulled over. Actually, they take forever. I just asked for some cabbage. I said, "Can I get a vegetable?" It takes forever, man. When when you want certain things, I was like, "Yo, just give me some cabbage and some." I don't really do the collard greens too tough, but that's like the only other vegetable. So give me some cabbage and collard greens, And our brother was like, "All right, cool. 20 minutes." 20 minutes for okay, all right, whatever, it's cool. I need to stretch my legs anyway. So yeah, man, just wanted to drop that in between while I'm moving. All right, everyone, enjoy your day, man. Enjoy your day. Be safe, be well, and don't fight the shedding of the skin. It's the universe trying to get those vampires up off you. All right, Chief Yuya out. Chief Yuya out.